Welcome, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, so perhaps good evening. Thank you so much for joining us today as we dive into the exciting new features and updates in the Creatio 8.2.1 release. So, my name is Dagmara, and I'm an Academy trainer, and today I'm pleased to be joined by my colleague Matt. Hello, Matt, again.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Daga. I'm also very psyched to be here as following features are quite an improvement from for our creation. So with that, I believe we can start and continue what we have prepared for you.
All right, so just keep in mind that the sessions are being recorded, so no need to worry. We'll upload the recording on our YouTube channel for your convenience. Just also remember that you'll have the opportunity to test all of these yourself, so new trials will be available on our website starting January 13th. So, also, if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the chat. We'll do our best to address them. If it would be more convenient for you, you can reach out to us over email to our academy and we'll try to help you out. All right? Okay, so this session is all about exploring how these enhancements simplify processes, boost productivity, and empower you with even more no-code and AI-driven capability. All right, so whether you're here to learn about the latest AI skills, explore new no-code tools, or get insights into improved user experiences, there's something for everyone on. So let's get started and let's discover how Creatio 8.2.1 is raising the bar for innovation and ease of use. All right, so let me start by telling you a little bit about our latest Creatio AI enhancement. So you can now view debug information right in the chat. So it's making it easier to understand AI behavior, right? Also, AI actions have been improved to work even better and more efficiently. Also, there's a new feature to track your token balances in real time. Managing AI skills is now much simpler and more user-friendly. Plus, we've added a new process element that makes integrating with Creatio AI seamless. All right, some more exciting Creatio AI enhancements I'd like to share, and I'll later show you in a real life scenario in my environment. So we've introduced new out-of-the-box AI skills to make your work easier. So we have account enrichment, so you can automatically gather key information about accounts. We have some for opportunity, like prepare for a meeting, so you can get AI to help you get ready for client meeting. Opportunity prepare meeting agenda, so we can generate a tailored agenda for your next meeting. For lead, we have prepare personalized script. So we are now able to create custom script for engaging with lead. All right, last but not least, account and contact. So now we have recommended product. So you can get AI-driven product recommendations for accounts and contact. All right, so these updates are designed to save time and help you work smarter. All right, so Matt, can you give us an overview of what you'll be covering today?
Yeah, of course. Thank you, Daga, for covering out what's new with Creatio AI. Also, as for our no-code development tools, I will be very happy to show you our new solution for building dependencies relationship between the packages and between actually the whole applications. This feature is I'm quite excited to present as it's going to make many life, let's say, way easier. As for now, this look in building dependencies relationship and avoiding cycle dependencies is way more user-friendly as it used to be. So instead of moving whole packages, we can set up the whole app. Also, we have implemented in the new release, we have implemented multi-selection lookup. So not only there will be one-to-one relationship between those objects, but we can build relationship many to many. Also, I am very happy to show it to you later. Next best offer is also a component that you will see in drag and drop designers. This one is based on a machine learning model that will that will match the best position for your customer leads or maybe even accounts. So that is that. Also, what will be the part of the presentation would be, okay, thank you, Taka, for changing the slide. But also, last but not least, we have implemented some new business rules. So with the business rule, we will be able to set up some values to the fields as well as the contact ones, as well as for the formula. More about that, how we can utilize them, I will present you later on. And a little enhancements in order to synchronize your calendars. There is also new action, pre-configured action for the button that we can synchronize our calendars from Outlook, Gmail, or accounts into Creatio. Oh, sorry, I didn't look at the screen that Daga is presenting. So yeah, that's the feature for the formula in our Freedom UI. So as I mentioned, this feature will be implemented. This, as for now, it is in beta, so the future release should be scheduled for 8.2.2. But as for now, I will also show you how to activate it with the feature toggling. So it will be available for you to test it. We also expect you to give us some feedback. It really matters to us naturally, but it will be part of the presentation, how to access this functionality. Okay, Daka, you can move next, please.
All right, thank you so much. Oh, that's so great that you're going to show us how to enable it. Awesome. Thank you so much. So let me summarize the benefits. So Creatio AI now offers new ready-to-use AI skills, again, to simplify the creation, debugging, and management of these skills. So it strengthens our no-code approach by providing enhanced tools and seamless integration with AI. All right, so our update showcases the ease of use, modern CRM experiences, and fast no-code development, right? So makes it easier to trial, adopt, and integrate AI capabilities into your processes. So I think a lot of good and user-friendly new features. Okay, so let me now take you from the presentation to my environment to show you in real life scenarios what do we have new for you guys. All right, give me just a second. Let me move some things around. All right, let me see. Okay, you should now be able to see my environment. I believe it is visible for you. Okay, so
Yep.
thank you. I am logged into a fresh H2 environment. Let's see what's new. I'm going to start with new AI skills, which I am the most excited about because they are so user friendly. So I'm going to start with new sales AI skill for account enrichment. All right, so let me go from the left side. From the side, I'm going to go to accounts. And let's say I want to create a new account. So like usually I'm going to go to the top right, click on new. And let's say that maybe I know type, perhaps I'm familiar with industry, but how it could be in real life scenario that I might be super busy, I might be jumping from one meeting to another, or simply I just don't want to Google all of these additional informations. I maybe don't have time for that, or maybe simply I don't want to do that. So I'm going to get a bit of help from my Creatio AI to help me get these additional details. So I'm just going to provide with these 3 details. I'm going to hit save. All right, here's my new record. I'm going to open. All right, and now to the top right, as you can see, I don't have a lot of things here. I'm going to click on Creatio AI. As you can see, I previously already worked with it. Let's say I'm going to restart. Okay, so again, instead of Googling for the details myself one by one, I can use Creatio AI to enrich all my data in the account, right? So as you can see at the top here, I have enrich account data. I'm gonna click on it. All right, and while Creatio AI is working on it, let me explain how this works. So essentially, my comment initiates a process that begins searching for information about this specific company, right? So the system conducts a search and all the results are compiled into a single message, which you can see in the chat. All right, and from there, I can decide whether to proceed by confirming that, yes, I want to populate this data in Creatio. So, as you can see, I am being asked, would you like to update the account details with this information? Let's say, all right, so again, from here I can decide whether I want it to be updated, and if I type yes for Creatio AI, it starts the process of enriching the data within Creatio. All right, let's give it a moment. Let's give it a moment. In a second, we're going to move to the next new sales skill. All right. Okay, let's see what's been changed. I'm going to click here. All right, lovely. So definitely I can see some changes. I have a link, I have some phone number, address. Okay, good. That is lovely and definitely will save me some time in the which I very much appreciate. Okay, let me move to the next one. So, new sales AI skill for opportunity meeting preparation. And I am so happy to see this one. I'm going to move from this section to our opportunities. Let's see, I'm going to clear this. All right. All right, so let me start by finding some opportunity. Just maybe some new one. Let's go with this one. All right, let's give it a moment. So when I open my opportunity, Creatio AI immediately recognizes my current context and suggests a few predefined actions I can launch. So as you can see in the top right, I can go for prepare for a meeting. So let's ask Creatio AI for some assistance. Let's give it a moment. All right, so I can use this action to prepare for a meeting because I have this opportunity with a client, right? So based on existing information, I want to prepare for the initial meeting with the client. So I'll ask Creatio AI to handle it. So Creatio AI uses a predefined prompt to gather and analyze all the relevant data about this particular opportunity. So it reviews information about the customer, contact person, previous deals, existing products, and so on and so on. So additionally, it analyzes past activities associated with the opportunity. And then based on this analysis, it provides me with a concise list of topics that should be discussed with the client. Right, so Creatio AI identifies key points, such as discussing the opportunity itself or confirming the contact details if they aren't specified. So it successfully pulls base information for the opportunity, organizes it for me, so I don't need to double check. Also, it recommends a set of 3 to 5 actionable steps to discuss with the client, right? So whether to follow these steps or not is entirely up to you. All right, as you can see, I have some meeting preparation, lots of details for me. And as you can see at the very bottom, I am being, would you like to save these recommendations as a task? So Creatio AI suggests creating a task to ensure I don't overlook any important information or forget to follow up the client. So if I ask it to create a task, it will automatically generate it and populates the task description with the relevant details, right? So again, this feature ensures I don't miss crucial information or communication opportunities, making it incredibly helpful for preparing for client meetings. So as you can see, I can again hit yes. Let's give it a moment. And I'm gonna get a task with all my details that I need. All right. Okay, and here's my task. Let's see. Okay, lovely. So I can only imagine how it could speed my day-to-day work for me, making it way easier. So I'm really fond of that. Okay, I'm going to move to the next AI skill, also for opportunity, and this one is meeting agenda preparation. So let me clear that. Let me go back to opportunities. Let's open another one. All right. So uh, let's say that during our discussion with the client, we've reached some agreement and now need to share an agenda with the client regarding our opportunity, the next steps, and what needs to be done, right? So as you can see in the top right, I can ask Creatio AI to prepare meeting agenda. So let's go for this one. Let's give it a moment. So again, Creatio AI begins analyzing all available information about this opportunity and client stored in the system. Right? So this process is similar to before. Creatio AI generates a template for a future email that can be shared with the client. It identifies the key information used as a basis for this agenda, including suggested agenda items, important points to cover, and proposed next steps, right? So the email also includes a neatly structured conclusion. And again, if I'd like to share this agenda with the client, I can ask Creatio AI to send it via email, right? Alternatively, I can request Creatio AI to store the agenda in a task for my review before manually sending it to the client, right? And then again, depending on my response, one of these activities will be carried out, giving me this flexibility in how I manage the agenda. All right. Let's move on to the next new sales AI skill for this time lead. So let me move to our lead section. All right. So for lead, it might be often challenging to create a script for every possible situation that might arise with a customer, right? That's why we decided to leverage AI to generate these scripts. So here we have a new automation that helps sales managers create customized scripts for communicating with clients. So let's say I'm going to open some record from my section. All right, so this AI skill analyzes the information we have about the leads, and the more data available, the more accurate and relevant the generated script will be. And then based on the information I have about this lead and potential deals with the customer, Creatio AI can analyze this data and generate a script tailored to effective communication with my client. So let's see. At the very top to the right, generate lead script. Let's give it a moment. Alright, so our script will include key topics such as introduction, discovery, solution, impact, qualification, next steps, and closing. So these main topics are crucial for every communication, which is why the script is structured around them. Okay? And again, additionally, there is an option to save the script in a task if I need to postpone my call to some later time. I can also, let's see, at the very bottom, let's say, yes, I would like a task. Let's give it a moment. I can also schedule this task in my calendar for a date and time that suits me. So if I open it, as you can see, I can then further work with it and make it work for me and to help me. All right? So once the task is created, I don't have to worry about what to say to the client the next day or in a week, right? I'll have a ready-made script from Creatio AI to guide the conversation, ensuring that I can follow the flow and successfully close the deal. All right, let me show you one more new skill. Let me go back to our account section. All right, I'm going to open any of the records. So our next new sales AI skill for account and contact product recommendations. All right, so currently Creatio AI can be a powerful tool to support customers with product recommendations. So let's see, to the right side, recommended products. And now I can ask Creatio AI to generate recommended products for the account. What this skill does is trigger a machine learning model that generates relevant product recommendations for this particular client. So Creatio AI then shares these recommended products with me in the chat, as you can. All right. So as you can see, we have a list in the chat, right? And if I update the table, the new recommendations will appear as well. The model has been triggered and new recommended products have been generated. Now, there's a rule in place. If the last recommended products were generated less than 30 days ago, Creatio AI will use that information. However, if the products were generated more than 30 days ago, Creatio AI will trigger the machine learning module again and generate a new recommendation. So with these recommended products, you can easily create an email for your customer and automatically share the list with them. All right. So that would be the last new AI skill. Let me now go to our Creatio AI setup. So from the left side, let me go to AI Command Center. And here it is, Creatio AI setup. We've introduced a couple of new things here to make it easier for you to navigate around. All right, so again, once I've accessed my section from the left top, now we've introduced this search bar to help you navigate around skills. All right, as you can see, we already have a lot of skills. And with each release, this number, of course, will continue to grow. So to make it easier for you to find the skill you need, we've added a search function. All right, so this allows you to quickly locate specific skills you need. Okay, let me open any of these. So perhaps that one. Okay, first and foremost is the ability here at the bottom. As you can see, we have action list. Now, by clicking on the plus sign, as you can see, we have ability to create new process action or select an existing one. If I click on select an existing one, I'm going to get a new window with the list to choose from. All right, you can choose any process you need within the system. All right, apart from that, also a small but potentially crucial improvement is the ability to delete an existing action. So as you can see, From here, I get these three dots, and if I click on them, I get a possibility to delete. All right? So you can delete an existing action when you decide it's no longer needed. All right, and the second part focuses on the creation of new skill page. So back to my list perspective, if I go to the top right and click on new, let's see. We've enhanced the skill designer page by adding important notes and guides. All right, for you. So this area highlights critical information that must be understood before designing skill or actions within a skill. So it includes links to documentation, examples, general advice to help you go through this process effectively. All right. On top of that, we're also working on updating our Academy documentation with any examples, any advice you might also need. For this perspective, we've also moved the description field at the very top of the page as we understand that it is of high importance. All right, another exciting thing that I believe is very, very user-friendly is right here in the middle. So we have some predefined text in the prompt, okay? So to make this process easier for you, we've implemented features like predefined text in the prompt, which can be easily modified using Markdown for better skill creation. So additionally, we've introduced and automated the completion of the code field. So as you can see from the left top, I have two fields, title and below from that code. Let's say I'm going to provide just with the title. As you can see, the code is being automatically being taken care for me. All right, so it's reducing manual effort and ensuring accuracy. All right, so I believe very, very user-friendly. Let me quickly go back to perhaps accounts just to get some prompt, just to get some details in my Creatio AI, because I wanted to show you that we've introduced within Creatio AI, within our chat, debug information. So give me just 1 second. We have now debug information. As you can see, I've been working with my Creatio AI, asking it some questions, getting some answers back to me. At the very top, I have this button, debug info. All right. So first of all, this button, it involves debug information, so system administrators and no-code creators can now access detailed insight during a chat by pressing the debug info button. So this feature displays all relevant information from the chat, including system messages, user messages, messages from Creatio AI, and responses to Creatio AI. All right. So I believe this is a very, very valuable tool for understanding what happens during the chat and why the AI responds in a specific way. Okay. All right. Let me close that. Additionally, I would like to highlight a new dashboard feature. Let me go back to my AI Command Center. As you can see, I have a section Creatio AI Dashboards. So it shows me the remaining token count, helping me monitor and manage their usage effectively. So our new dashboard provides real-time updates on token usage. So customers can instantly see how many tokens they have left and how many are available for use, right? So when any changes are made to this information in our service, the dashboard updates immediately, just ensuring you always have the latest data. All right, let me quickly move back to my presentation. Give me just a second. Oh, let's give it a moment. As it's not cooperating with me, of course, let's give it a second. Let me jump to the slide I would like to share with you. All right, there it is. Phew, okay. All right, so let me also mention, and this is very, very much worth mentioning, we have AP skills in business processes. So you can now use the BPM designer to run Creatio AI skills with the new Call Creatio AI element. So that means you can easily add AI skills to your processes using no code simplicity. So just no coding needed. You can enhance workflow automation with AI powered functions like rephrasing text, generating content, or performing other tailored AI driven tasks. All right, so all directly within your processes. Okay. Oh, we already covered this one. All right. Also, and this is also very exciting and made even easier to work with. We have email marketing now being a part of marketing product. Previously, the email marketing app had to be installed from the marketplace. Now it's available out of the box with no additional installation required. So the email marketing app helps improve marketing in Creatio Freedom UI. It includes a new email designer for custom templates, autosave and versioning from version 8.2.1, and AI tools to, again, improve subject lines and analyze email back. All right. So I believe that would be it for my part. Thank you so much, guys, for listening to my part. Much, I believe the floor is
Yes.
yours.
Thank you, Daga. Thank you for this presentation. I am very excited after this speech. So basically, as a reminder, I would like to mention that you will be able to test all the skills that Daga just presented. In the trials, they will be available with 8.2.1 version. They will be available January 13th. So get your trials and test some of the skills that are available now. Okay, so let me share a screen and present you some no-code features that we have released. Okay, please give me please give me a second. So for the presentation, as I mentioned, we're going to focus on some new features. So for that, I have created a very simple data model. Basically, we will have some books in one of them. The book record has only the price per copy as well as the author. I made it quite simple and quite small, so the transparency of the functionality would be more clear and better for you. And the next section I have prepared for you is the order section. So in here, we can basically order those books that we see right now. So if I will create a new order, I will have possibility to choose one of those 3 books. And once I place new order, the book field price per copy are going to be populated. The rest of these columns that you see right now is going to be populated by the business rules that we are going to implement. As mentioned at the beginning of our tech hour, this feature is in beta testing. So to enable it, we need to do a little bit of gymnastics. So first of all, we need to make visible the section for feature toggling. This is the section built in Creatio products. So let's go to applications, go to workplace setups, applications, my application section, workplace, add new section, find feature toggling. This is the section that we are going to visit. And in here, we're going to activate it. To do so, you need to visit our Academy website under the article about the release notes. So you will find it, as I mentioned, on Academy website. It should be over here on the very bottom. You will find some notes about our new beta features. And the code that you need to apply into your environment, you will find over here. So you need to copy and create new record in feature toggling section. So the code is the one that you will find in Academy article, and you need to enable this feature. Once you have done it, save the setting that we just did. And let's get straight to the business rules section. So once we will open a new order, we will move straight to drag and drop designer. Just for you to know, our set values will work only for the fields in the given object. So as you see, my order has some fields for, most of them are decimal for quantity, price per copy, total price, free items, and amount after discount. So we're going to modify them by the business rules. Also, you will see the author field that is a lookup. So once we'll go to business rules, I allowed myself to prepare and deactivate some of them, so we will avoid a lot of clicking. But basically, one of the features and functions of new action in the business rule, you will see it. Sorry, not here. You will see it after add action at the bottom. You will see the action add set values. So basically, the function does what it says it does. It will set us some values for the chosen field. Let me just recreate it quickly. As I selected this action, I'm going to set values for my author field. I prepare the condition. So if the book field, if the attribute is book, that book will be factotum. Then you can recognize it by the pi icon over here. Right now, we have only one possibility to choose from for the lookup field type, which is constant value. And that constant value, whenever book is going to be factotum, the author is going to be set as Charles Bukowski. Let me enable the values. And also I have created two for the trilogy and the Dune. But if we will add one more business rule with the same action, which is set values, I can not only set the permanent values and the constant values, I can modify the value depending on some formulas. So let's modify the field for total amount, total price, number total price. As you see, we are going to utilize all of the number fields, and they are within this object. So that's kind of a reminder for you in regards of the functionality. And now, because I have changed the type of the field, now I do not have only constant value, but also I can set the value for this field by formula. And let's start with a rather simpler business rule. So I'm setting up it for total price. So for this, we are going to utilize price per copy. times quantity. And with these information, with that information, we are going to populate the field of total price. Naturally, for this business rule to work, we need a condition which is going to be rather simple, because that condition would be will be price per copy is filled in. Price per copy is filled in. Oh, sorry, not price per copy, but quantity. My mistake. Yeah. So whenever we will set up how many books we would like to order, then that condition will be filled in naturally. And let's go with the second one. With the second business rule that utilizes formula in setting up values. So add element, and this would be price after discount, or amount after discount. Okay, I have it named like that. So let's click on select, and the amount after discount, let's say, would be a little bit more complex formula. So books total price, books total price minus. And now for this formula, we can also use parentheses to finish the equation, right? So total price, price per copy times free items. So the value will not be 0 in here, times 1. And click on save. As well, for the previous example, we need to set the condition, and we're going to set the condition if the free items, where is that, is filled in. Okay, let me save those business rules. Also, kind reminder, let me just save it and show it in the formula. Kind reminder, as it is beta version, we are going to build formula within the object. As you can see, all of those fields and all those numeric values that I see over here are part of books order object. So can we use business? Yeah, Jack. I believe the teams are going to still be developing this business rules as this business rule. As for now, this is rather simple. It navigates in between the object of, in between the values of the given object. As I mentioned, this is not that. It is not that complex as the formula in our business processes, but so in business processes, we can reach out to a different object. We can reach out to, also we can switch the value of the field. So for instance, we can get integer value from the dates, but in here, we are going to correspond in between the proper object field and proper object type. I believe it's going to be developed in the future, but as it is in beta testing, please keep that in mind. Okay, so let me go back to the environment. Let me refresh the page and see how the business rules are being applied. Okay, so let's maybe use order 11. Let's change it to factotum. Okay, and now as you can see, as I changed the field for the book, you see that the proper author is selected, right? Price per copy has been updated. Let's change the quantity for, let's give it a 7. Note that without saving, so even I just populated the value of this field, my total price has been updated, even though I did not update the record. And also let's go 3 items. We have promotion by 7 get to 3. And now you can see that with 3 items, my price after discount has also updated. And all those two fields, so total price and price after discount, has been applied by sorry has been filled in by business rules. Okay. So the next feature I would like to show you that we have implemented in version 8.2 point 1 is the how we can build dependency. As I mentioned, this is the feature that I'm quite excited about, and we can build our dependencies from the standpoint of application hub. Right now, we can see that I have Customer 360 installed with some request management and books. And we are going to make our books application, so my books application, dependent on the Customer 360 app. So simply to get to this view, if you missed that, you will have this pencil icon to edit the properties of the application. And now, not only we will see the general settings, but underneath we can build dependencies. As this particular environment isn't that, let's say, expanded and built, I have only two applications, two packages that I can make my books dependent on. And in this case, as I mentioned, it will be Customer 360 app. If I will click on save, you will see some changes. So right now, my books application, please note, is dependent on Customer 360 app. And the first thing that you saw in regards of the change is that now I see all inherited elements on the board. So not only I will see the form and list pages that were in my books package, but also all of the pages that comes from that books application inherited. And now, if I will open contact form page from this perspective, that overwritten element, that overwritten package will belong to the books. So as I mentioned, this way of building dependencies and avoiding cycling dependencies is way easier than previously. We had to go to properties in the advanced settings, look for the packages. Now we can do it straightly and strictly from the standpoint of application hub. So as I previously opened contact form page from application hub, having book application opened, in the general settings, you will see that the parent package of this page is naturally Customer 360 app as it was before, but this particular element will belong to the package books. And now, because I created that dependency, I I can do so. Okay. So let me quickly add tab because once I have done it, I would like to show you next component that we have utilized, which is also really useful. I believe a lot of you can already think of some use cases of utilizing it, which would be multi-selection lookup. First of all, let me just drop a container where that multi-selection lookup will be located to, and let's drag and drop it. Okay, to keep the theme of the books, let's call this tab as reader's profile. Reader profile, okay. And for the multi-selection lookup, I have created another database. So data model, sorry. Reader's profile. No, pardon, my bad. This would be books. Okay, and so for the multi-selection lookup, to set that up, first of all, we need the values that we are going to populate over here. Naturally, this lookup is going to be books because I want to assign books that the given contact has read previously, right? So I've got the source of the values that are going to be populated in here, so those books. But also, I have created a separate data model, which is also very simple, that will build the connection between the source of the books and the contacts. This object I called reader's profile, and I'm going to apply filter by page data. As you can see, for reader's profile, this is very simple data model. It contains the lookup for the books read, and source of that lookup is our books object that you saw at the beginning of the presentation, as well as the reader, which is also a lookup with the source of contact. So now we are going to filter it naturally by context ID and the reader's lookup from reader's profile data model. And by doing that, my multi-selection lookup should be ready to go. Let me click on save. And let me close this tab. Also, once I have customized the contacts form page, right, which was previously belonged from the to the base package of Customer 360 app, if I will display, I mean hide inherited elements, you will see that the contact form page with the multi-selection lookup component now is a part of Books package. But let me go back to the user view, go to Customer 360 app, and let me open any contact. Reader's profile. Now you can see my multi-selection lookup in here, and now you see that I can select books that Alex has previously read. So let's go with Dune, Catcher in the Rye, The Witcher, Wuthering Heights, why not? And also note that once I am selecting the values from that lookup, they are disappearing from the list, so I cannot make the duplicate in here. Once I will remove it, Creatio will ask me if I would like to do so, and now you see that Wuthering Heights are back in the list. Okay. So that would be it in regards of the multi-selection lookup. Last two things that I would like to quickly display before I will finish is sort of cherry on the top, I would say, because that enhancement should be pretty convenient and should make a lot of life easier, I believe, in order to manage your time and organize your day. So as mentioned during the presentation, there is an action for the button working for the calendar, which would easily make it easier for you to synchronize the calendars in your Creatio environment with Outlook and Gmail. So I need to utilize the button quickly somewhere on the canvas. Let's call it sync calendar, sync calendar, and action would be uh, add calendar synchronization account. Okay, we're going to skip the icon for it. I believe we can leave it as is. And once I will save it, it should appear in the environment. Yeah, and I know, Jacek, I'm very happy that you're as excited as we are. Naturally, my idea, my example was, let's say, quite simple, but as I mentioned, I believe that you already found a lot of use cases where you can utilize that component. Okay, so by adding this by adding this button, now I can add an email account that I would like to synchronize in Creatio. So without going deeper into some configuration processes, now you just have to utilize this out-of-the-box functionality. Okay, that would be almost it from my end. But the last thing that I would like to mention to you, as previously, would be our next best offer component, right? So over here, you can utilize it, how to get it accessible. You will find also in the release note article. And how to utilize it, you can find out in our release notes article. So long story short, as I mentioned, this element will show you the next best proffer or service for the given contact, as well as for the account, right? So we can have both of these elements in here. To utilize, you will find it in our drag and drop designer, obviously on the left side panel, if you will give it some time. Mhm. Okay, here it is. So as I mentioned, you will find it on the left side panel, somewhere on the bottom next to calendar. This component is over here. So it's going to display the products that you have registered, and it's going to match the proper and it's going to match the best offers that you will have based on the behavior or the given account or the given contact, right? So based on the history, we are using machine learning model for that. Okay, I believe that would be it from my end, or is there something else, Daga, that I should mention about as long as I'm sharing the screen?
I can share screen with the WCAG part, so I can cover that.
Okay,
Let me just share my screen. So,
perfect.
okay, let me take over. Click. All right. All right. I think you should be able to see it.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe this is also very, very important and something that we should share and we are excited about. So we are committed to enhancing accessibility and usability across Creatio by aligning by aligning with WCAG standards. So far, we've introduced meaningful browser tab titles, improved keyboard navigation, enhanced screen reader support, and better contrast options. So these changes are just the beginning as we continue our efforts to achieve full WCAG compliance in the upcoming releases. So, recent updates. We have improved navigation and accessibility in Creatio. As you can see, browser tabs now show meaningful titles for easier navigation. Sections can be opened as regular links. Enhanced keyboard support that will allow better control in menus. We have tooltips and charts. Accessibility improvements include screen reader support, so we have better contrast options like I've mentioned, and navigable charts, making the platform, I believe, more user-friendly for all of our colleagues. So if you would like to read a bit more on these, we have these included in our Academy website in our release note if you would like to dive in deeper on that subject. All right. So I believe that would be it. I must say I'm really excited about these new features. I find them very, very user friendly. My favorite ones, I have to say, are the new skills that will help you prepare for a meeting or prepare a script for you. Super quick, super easy. So I'm very happy to see such improvements. Matt, what do you think? Which one's your favorite?
Oh, as still, I'm a fan of dependencies within
Mm.
Application Hub. Still, it is more user friendly and definitely will help you guys do it without any 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 fail. Oh my goodness. As for instance, I would build in that sentence, right?
Sure.
Uh,
Yeah, definitely lots of user-friendly new features. All right. Thank you so much, Matt, for your help. And thank you so much, everybody, for joining us today. So I definitely hope you will enjoy the new features in version 8.2.1 and find them helpful. So
yeah.
yeah, have
Thank
a
you,
great,
Daga. Thank you, guys. Have
thank
a
you
great,
so much.
great weekend. And please remember that the meeting is going to be reshared in our YouTube channel. So if you missed out something, no worries. The recording should be shared in some time.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day ahead. Thanks. Bye bye.
Bye.